believe it's set up correct. Aha! I'm slowly getting better at this. Hopefully it's coming across the headphone and not just me really far away from the camera. But like I said, we're gonna find this out. Today, working on staffs. At least until the Dremel runs out of power. Now I'm gonna get up and have to readjust in a moment once I get actually started, because just doing it once and then turning it off because I don't have the right bit attached yet. But she gets pretty loud. So before I start actually using it, I'm likely gonna mute the camera. That way y'all ain't hearing that while I work on this. Also, fun bit of side wood if we get to it before the Dremel's power runs out. It's not solid enough to make a walking stick out of, but this is a route from where they're doing construction up the road at New Harley. Well, up the road further in Cartersville, U Harley connector. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm gonna make talismans or something of the sort out of it just because of how old it is and the pretty, like, compacted on compacted the wood is. But that's for later. For today, we're doing this. Alright. Starters, let's get our bit connected. Correct. Poor little stink bug. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to get you. Let's see if we're stripping bark. We would need a decent bark bit. But before we strip the bark, we will need to cut this down some. So for that, let's try our friend the cutting wheel. I'll give y'all a closer look here in just a second once I get her attached to the... I keep wanting to call it a Phalanx, and that's not correct. That is a word. Don't Google it if there are any kids in my audience. But the Phalanx is the tool I'm currently using. Hello, people in chat. Give me just a moment. I'm about to get up and go mute that, and then I'll see what y'all type. Get that good. Good, double check all our good stuff. Right. Now we gently let that roll somewhere to where it don't turn itself on, and we get up to come mute this and say hi to everybody. Hello, Showbell. Hello, Key West. I am currently working on making a walking stick from a bit of scrap wood off the side of the road. I'm gonna be using, give me just a second, my Phalanx with the cutting bit that I have misused before, but we're going to go slow and easy on it. Now, before I do that, let me see which one of these buttons mutes it, because I don't want y'all to have to suffer through that. Aha. Okay, couple things just because I'm trying to do this but also save y'all's ears. For one, when I'm going back, I never go very hard back because my hand's right there, and I have lost some skin to this before. So when I go back, I'm always coming back soft and letting the tool do 90% of the work. When I go up is when I put a little bit of force into it to more or less whisk. Now this staff is going to be more or less for display more than anything else, but to be sort of a fighting or magic stick. So you're not going to use it for everyday sort of thing. It's going to be like a display sort of thing. And I might even take it down to about right here or right here. Haven't decided yet. But that's going to be wrapped in such a way that it can more or less be, know what I mean? But we're probably going to end up cutting it short up here. And it's going to be a while of just working it down through here. But just like I said, I'm still learning and I'm trying to keep it within frame for y'all. But we about to go mute again, and let me get everything back together. Let's just pick that back up. Everything's still in frame. We still good? Alright, here we go, y'all. Back to mute. Dremel's starting to get a little warm. Maybe we can make it for everyday use. Chop the top and sand it a bit better to make it a bit softer on the hand. That natural arch and bend could be a natural good bend and arch for the system. Like I said, just a bit of scrap wood I found on the side of the road walking around. Pretty sharp though, so like I said, still a work in progress. Now this I had an idea midway through cutting it, and that's when I stopped and looked at it. If I take some of the copper cordage, just thread it through there, turn it, thread it through there, turn it, put a tiny handle and maybe a few bells on it, could be something fun. But like I said, that was my thought with that one. We'll sand it down a bit more, put a proper handle down here on it, and then sand some of this up here down. For that, I'm probably going to drag the chair over here, get some coffee, and do some marking possibly. Definitely going to trade the head out. But for that, it'll probably be a series of quick snap pictures and probably some neat music in the shorts. I appreciate y'all coming out as we try this out. It wasn't too... One second. Yay, closer. It wasn't too terribly bad, I hope, and I will continue working on it. I just, like I said, still new at this whole streaming thing, still new at setting everything up. But this, I'm thinking, will be like a wand for cosplay or for D&D kind of settings. And I think I can make it work with just a bit of the copper I got in there, as well as copper, something like that. It's the 20 gauge I had in the other short. And then just a little bit of ribbon or something to like give it a handle. And then possibly paint this with some fluorescent paint, and of course sand it down some more to bring out that natural beauty of the wood that's there. Because I could have carved it down to make it more of a foot spot, but there's a lot of tail there that I'll just never know. So I'm thinking I'll sand it down to make it a bit smoother, but keep it there, you know? And for those of you who are witchy-like, not judging you at all, I don't believe the stuff myself, but Magic Wand will eventually be up on the channel. Probably be like $3 or $4 depending on what goes into it crafting supplies wise. This isn't meant to be a knife corner or a knife channel like that. I'm just, you know, every art project I do, and much like the shorts on there, as soon as I figure out how to legally start selling them without it being, you know, underhanded or otherwise cheating system or you guys, I'll start selling my work. But my goal is to make it very cheap and affordable, because art should be more than just trying to get rich. For me, it's more about taking what's there, what people overlook, what people would throw away, and trying to make something out of it. That's why this right here was just scrap wood off the side of the road. This one in particular was a pallet. Well, piece of a pallet. And I wanted to do some of those out here, but I kind of got distracted. You ever get distracted? Happens to me all the time. Once the Dremel cools down some, we'll probably do another stream. Maybe. Otherwise, I'll just do pictures of it. I got some crocheting and other stuff to do as well. Just giving my legs and body a break to do crafting today. Also, this is the sleeve I was going to add to for that piece that I have. Cut it in a couple areas, maybe put a bit of an edge on it. But when I'm talking about a cape, it would basically hang down to about here. It's like what Ezio has in Assassin's Creed. I'm still new at this whole adding things to things thing. But that was the first part. Here's the staff from yesterday that y'all saw me work on. I still got work to do on it, but the plan on that is to take some of that thick shoelace style I got and more or less not work it like I've done this to cover this entire piece. Then take one of the ceramic skulls I have, and for at least Halloween, sort of dangle it down. Maybe upgrade it for various things. Again, just cosplay style weapon. This one with a rubber foot that you could use for everyday use. And I've already shown on the last one with the hook itself that it can hold a decent amount of weight. It is a proper hook. And doing the wraps around it, to the best of my knowledge, none of these have been pierced, by the way. It has the one piercing up top to drive that in, and that's it. So doing that more or less does give it some strength and oomph. But yeah, just little things, craft what you can see, do what you can, you know? Let nothing go to waste if you can help it. I had so many projects, and that thing's battery life is not very good when you abuse it like I do. But it's been a good 30-minute stream. Any of the 8 people here got any questions for me on the stream or on any projects coming up or anything? Like I said, I had almost 40 in from a Minecraft stream, and that surprised me. If y'all got any suggestions, anything that you'd like to see me do on stream or something like that, I'd be happy within reason to try. Just trying to be a good host and a good streamer. Today's a bit of a, like I said, lazy day because yesterday I rode 10 miles. Day before that I rode 8. Today I'm basically just going to do some light push-ups, calisthenics, stuff like that, and that'd be about it. Got a few crafts to catch up on and some cleaning to do around the house. But we will likely go live at least one more time, well, probably at least 2 more times today. Once for a Soul Calibur or a Minecraft wind down, and then one more for the opposite of the other one. That'll likely be before bed. I still got some other things to do and a bunch of shorts to upload to here because I need to eventually work on the laptop too. But I appreciate you, especially Shellbell and Nora and Key West. Y'all be good, and we'll see you around on the next one. Gotta poke the button now.